In one place it is said one should not worship the demigods. Well, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that those who worship demigods are foolish. In another place in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna... Well, in the Bhagavad Gita itself, Krishna also, in the 3rd chapter, Krishna talks, Kangshanta karmanang siddhim yajanta iha devataha. Those who worship the demigods, their material desires are fulfilled very quickly. Then later on, he says, well, there are tadbhavatyalpamedasam. Those who worship antavatu palangte sham. Those who worship the demigods, they are foolish because the results they get from worshipping demigods are limited and temporary. So, different instructions for different people. To worship demigods is good for someone who's not worshipping anyone. It's better to be a demigod worshipper than a total atheist. But then to worship demigods compared to surrendering to Krishna, which is the ultimate interest for everyone, is not very good. So there are relative standards. Just like for a little baby who's beginning to walk, if they can walk from one side of the room to the other, you say very good. But if someone, when they're grown up, if they're still walking like a baby, then they didn't develop properly. So what's good for a baby to be able to walk 6 or 7 steps before falling down? Say, oh, very good, you're making progress. But one shouldn't remain at that level forever. So demigod worship is good for people who are compared to those who are not doing anything religiously. But we should come to a better standard. In my book, I said that if Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, if you don't worship the demigods, that will be an offense. Well, I can't remember exactly the words that are used, but yeah, the demigods should not be neglected. One should not completely neglect them. One should understand their devotees also. But to worship them for material gain, that is an obstacle to bhakti. He never recommended that you worship demigods for material gain, or even that that one undertake regular worship of demigods. For instance, if we go to Madurai, we may go to there's a great temple there of who? Everyone says Meenakshi, but actually it's Sundaresan and Meenakshi. There's Shiva and Durga temple. But somehow or other they forgot Lord Shiva is there also. So out of respect, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did, we may visit that temple. And we may pray to the demigod, you please give me bhakti. But we don't, as a regular part of our life, go there and perform puja and center our life on it. So like that. We won't neglect. But on the other hand, we don't focus on that. We don't regularly worship various demigods.